Hello, friends. Welcome to our channel Prakasian's Caltech India. Here I am Gyan Prakash, and I am going to start history from very important topic. And this is our first topic in our whole history we will study. Friends, before knowing the histories of evolution, because we all think that would be the very first history on the earth. So before knowing those, we will have to know the sources. The sources in sense that from where those history came, how we came to know to that sources. So the first we should read about all the sources of the history. So at first in these parts in which through which we will go on, we will study to the sources. So our topic is sources as an aid to writing of the Indian history, and this is our part 1. And as the history has three parts: ancient, medieval, and modern. So this is the part of the ancient history, ancient Indian history, and in this we will study about the literary sources, part A. I think there will be four or five parts of this, and this literary sources will be completed. So what are these? We will study further. So let's move on. So friends, sources of writing of Indian history. What are the sources? What kind of sources are there? The first one is literary source, and the second one is archaeological source. So what do you mean by literary source and the archaeological source? What do you mean by this? Friends, literary source means written. For example, we can say written like books, uh, inscriptions, like the books, inscriptions, or other things like Vedas, like historical compositions, travel accounts. Means these are mainly written things. These are mainly written sources. Okay, and this is known as literary. Literary means what? Of literature means written. Now archaeological. Archaeological means which are excavated, like coins, monuments, the structures that are excavated or that are found, not written, but that are found on the earth, beneath the earth, that gives us some information about the previous ages. These are the archaeological sources, and these are literary sources. There are two main sources, and we will give preference at first to the literary sources. We will give the preference to the literary sources. Okay, so the literary sources. First one is literary compositions, sahityik rachnaएं, means of literature, like which are literature like epic, Vedas, etc. are literature. Second one should be historical, which are about the history. It is close. Close historical means which is about 1,000 years back, and this is from the beginning. The literary composition is from the beginning, and and these ones means thousands year back. And travel accounts, as you know, many travelers came to India and visited India. So on the basis of that, are travel accounts of them, by virtue of which we know about the history. So these are the sources. I am not going too much in detail this time, because further we will read these in details. The literary compositions. These are mainly of two types. These are of two types. First one is religious literature. Literary means related to literature. So first one is religious literature, dharmik sahitya. It has three parts. First is Vedic literature. Vedic Sahit means in which we know about Hindu Dharma, Sanatan. Like there are Vedas, there are, you can say, Vedangs, there are Aranyak, Upanishads, Purans, and epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. So these are Vedic literature. And Buddhist literature, that is of that which belongs to Buddhist, like Tripitak is Buddhist, Milind Panha is also Buddhist, Sri Lanka ke of the literature of Sri Lanka, the literature of other Bodh epics, these are Buddhist literature. Third one is Jain. Jain, this is very small, but like you, for example, you can say Bhagavati Sutra, Nyay Dhamkaha, etc. We will read this in details in the next part. In this part only, I am only giving you the uh, outer structure of this chapter. What we are going to read, there will be short parts in short videos, and we will try to learn this. The religious literature is there, dharmik sahit, and second one is secular literature, dharmetar. In Hindi it is known as dharmetar sahit, in which we are going to know about the different kingdoms of past, like kingdoms of, you can say, like some books are there. It is because of literature, so like some books I will name: Mudra Rakshas, Katha Sagar, Vrihad Katha Manjari, Vrihad Katha Manjari, that Vikram and Betal. So these things we will study about the secular literature. Okay, so I have only given you the outer structure, that what we will read in the next part. We will start from the Vedic literature, and will into the Jain literature. In the next part, we will do Vedic, Buddhist, and Jain literature. This is also vast, but in short time, I will try to make you understand. Okay, so please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, and also press the bell icon. And till then, study and stay tuned for the next video. Remember, history is not boring, it's very interesting, very interesting.